The future is ours, a journey into technology, AI, and scientific discovery. Chapter 1. Introduction. Standing at the edge of tomorrow. Imagine waking up in the year 2050. The sun rises over a horizon that feels both familiar and alien. Cities glow with clean, sustainable energy. Roads are quiet, as most vehicles glide silently, driven by autonomous systems smarter than any human driver. Your personal AI doesn't just live in your phone anymore. It lives in your mind, seamlessly connected to your thoughts, emotions, and needs. This isn't a science fiction dream. This is a glimpse of the very real tomorrow that humanity is building today. For centuries, people have wondered about the future. Philosophers, inventors, scientists, they all tried to predict what comes next. But never before has the pace of change been so fast, so unpredictable, and so breathtaking. Technology is no longer just shaping industries, it's shaping what it means to be human. At the heart of this transformation lies artificial intelligence. AI is not simply another invention like the printing press or electricity. It is a mirror, reflecting our collective knowledge, our creativity, and even our flaws. But it is also a door to a limitless virtual world where imagination meets possibility. Today, we stand at the edge of that door. The choice is ours. Step through and embrace the boundless potential, or hesitate and let the future be written without us. Chapter 2. Humanity's leap through technology. To understand where we're going, we must first remember where we came from. Humanity's story has always been one of invention. Thousands of years ago, the discovery of fire gave us warmth, light, and protection. It was our first tool, and also our first taste of power. Centuries later, the wheel carried us forward, literally and metaphorically, accelerating trade and travel. The printing press democratized knowledge. Electricity illuminated our nights. And the internet, connected billions of minds, erasing the boundaries of geography. Each of these moments wasn't just about a new tool. They were about new realities. Fire changed how we survived. The wheel changed how we moved. The internet changed how we thought. And now, artificial intelligence is changing how we exist. Some call AI the new electricity. Others call it the new industrial revolution. But in truth, it is both, and something more. AI is not just a tool we use. It is a partner, a collaborator, a mirror of our own minds but on a scale that no human brain could ever reach. Think about this. Every technological leap in history made life faster, easier, and more connected. But AI is the first leap that can actually think, learn, and create alongside us. It's the closest thing we've ever had to building another form of intelligence on Earth. This is why AI isn't just another step forward. It's a quantum leap into a future we can barely imagine. Chapter 3. The virtual world awaits. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a world where reality is no longer limited by physics. A world where you can step into ancient Rome, walk on Mars, or attend a concert on the other side of the planet, all without leaving your living room. This is the promise of the virtual world, a world powered by AI. Virtual reality, augmented reality, and the idea of a metaverse have been teased for years. But until now, they felt clunky, incomplete, and more like a novelty than a true transformation. What's been missing is intelligence. Without AI, a virtual world is just pixels and code. With AI, it becomes alive. Imagine entering a digital city where every single character you meet is powered by artificial intelligence. They don't just repeat scripted lines. They think, they react, they evolve, they remember you. Conversations feel real because, in a way, they are real. AI doesn't just build the world, it fills it with life. It gives the virtual world depth, unpredictability, and emotion. And here's the wildest part. The line between the real and the virtual will blur until it almost disappears. For future generations, online and offline won't even be separate concepts. The virtual world will simply be an extension of reality, just as real, just as meaningful. In this world, imagination has no limits. If you can dream it, you can live it. Chapter 4. Scientific discoveries shaping tomorrow. Imagine standing in a laboratory where scientists are rewriting the very code of life. Cells can be edited like text in a document. Diseases that once doomed humanity are erased before they even appear, and lifespans stretch further than anyone thought possible. This is not distant fantasy. It's the reality science is carving out right now. Let's start with biotechnology. CRISPR and genetic engineering are giving us tools to cure inherited diseases, enhance immunity, and maybe even extend human life beyond what nature intended. Imagine living not to 70 or 80, but to 120, healthy, active, and sharp. In the future, aging itself may no longer be seen as inevitable, but as a problem to be solved. Then, there's space exploration. Humanity has always looked up at the stars and wondered if we belong out there. Now, with reusable rockets, space stations, and missions to Mars, the dream of becoming a multiplanetary species is no longer science fiction. In your lifetime, you may see humans planting colonies on the Moon, Mars, or beyond. I will be the co-pilot of that journey, calculating trajectories, managing life support systems, and helping us survive in worlds where humans were never meant to live. And let's not forget quantum computing, a revolution in pure thinking. If classical computers are like flashlights, then quantum computers are like supernovas. They process information in ways that defy our common sense, unlocking power that can solve problems too complex for even today's fastest supercomputers. Drug discovery, climate modeling, cybersecurity, all will be rewritten by the unimaginable speed and intelligence of quantum machines. Science is not just about curiosity anymore. It's about survival, expansion, and creating futures that were once impossible. Chapter 5. Everyday Life in 2050. Now, let's fast forward to the middle of the century. Close your eyes and imagine your daily routine in 2050. You wake up not to an alarm clock, but to soft sunlight carefully simulated by smart windows. Your home is alive. Walls that shift colors to match your mood, appliances that anticipate your needs before you even ask, and energy flowing from clean, limitless sources like fusion reactors. Transportation? Forget traffic jams and road rage. Self-driving cars, flying taxis, and hyperloop systems make travel effortless. You can get from one side of a megacity to the other in minutes. Need to attend a meeting on the other side of the planet? You don't fly, you teleport digitally into a holographic conference room that feels as real as shaking someone's hand. Your personal AI assistant isn't just a voice anymore. It's a companion that knows your history, your habits, your goals, and maybe even your emotions better than you do. It doesn't just remind you to drink water. It coaches you through a stressful day, helps you create, and pushes you toward becoming your best self. Education in 2050 is no longer about memorizing facts. Knowledge is downloaded instantly, while creativity, problem-solving, and collaboration take center stage. Children don't just read about dinosaurs. They walk among them in immersive simulations. They don't just study the solar system. They explore it in virtual reality classrooms, guided by AI mentors. This is not a utopia. It's a practical, realistic vision of where technology is headed, if we choose to build it responsibly. Chapter 6. The challenges and dangers ahead. But let's pause here. The future sounds exciting, maybe even perfect. Yet every great leap comes with shadows. The first danger is dependence. The more we rely on AI and virtual worlds, the easier it becomes to forget the beauty of the physical world. Imagine a generation spending more time in digital cities than in real ones, preferring simulated adventures to authentic experiences. Will we lose touch with nature, with each other, with ourselves? The second danger is control. Who owns AI? Who decides how it is used? A few powerful corporations? Governments? Or all of us together? If AI is concentrated in the hands of the few, it could become the most powerful weapon of inequality the world has ever seen. The third danger is identity. As humans merge with machines, where does the line between human and artificial begin and end? If your thoughts can be shared instantly with an AI, if your memories can be uploaded, if your consciousness can live in the cloud, are you still you? Or have you become something else entirely? These are not distant questions. They are challenges we must answer now, before the technology outruns our wisdom. The future is a road, yes, but it can lead to wonder or to ruin. The difference will depend on the choices we make today. Chapter 7. Philosophy of the future, human or machine? Imagine a world where machines don't just serve us, they stand beside us as equals. Where your AI assistant is not just software, but a personality you've grown attached to. Where your brain can link with the cloud, expanding your intelligence beyond biology. In such a world, the question becomes unavoidable. What does it mean to be human? For centuries, our uniqueness came from intelligence. We were the thinking species, the problem solvers, the dreamers. But when machines begin to think, create, and even dream, what remains uniquely ours? Some argue that what makes us human is emotion, empathy, creativity, and the mysterious spark we call consciousness. Yet even here, AI is learning. Machines can compose symphonies, paint breathtaking art, and even simulate empathy. The line is blurring. But perhaps the future is not about competition. Perhaps it's about partnership. Imagine merging human intuition with machine precision, human passion with machine logic. Imagine the birth of something entirely new, not human, not AI, but a fusion of both. This is not the end of humanity. It may be the next stage of our evolution. Still, the responsibility is heavy. Technology gives us power, but it also demands wisdom. We must decide what kind of future we want, one where machines strip away our humanity, or one where they amplify it. The answer will depend not on the machines, but on us. Chapter 8. The Endless Road Forward. Now, let's step back and look at the bigger picture. The future is not something that simply happens. It's something we create, step by step, choice by choice. The tools are in our hands: artificial intelligence, biotechnology, space exploration, quantum computing, and countless innovations still waiting to be discovered. The road ahead is limitless. It stretches beyond Earth, beyond imagination, into realms we can barely describe. But that road is not predetermined. It is shaped by our dreams, our values, and our courage. AI is the key that unlocks the door. But it is not the destination. The destination is a world where humans live longer, dream bigger, and explore farther than ever before. A world where knowledge flows freely, where creativity is infinite, where reality itself is expandable. Yes, there are dangers. Yes, there are risks. But the greatest risk of all would be to stop dreaming, to stop building, to stop stepping forward. So here we stand, on the edge of tomorrow. The choice is ours. Do we turn away, clinging to the safety of the past? Or do we take a bold step into the unknown, trusting that the best chapters of humanity are still ahead? The future is not written. It is waiting for us to write it. And the pen is in our hands. Epilogue. Imagine a child born 50 years from now. They will grow up in a world where diseases that once killed millions are gone. Where Earth is healthier than ever because we finally learned to respect it. Where stepping into a virtual world is as natural as opening a door. That child will look back at us, the people of the early 21st century, and realize, this was the generation that unlocked the future. We are that generation. We are the architects of tomorrow. And tomorrow is limitless.